welcome, my wonderful mortal soul. I hope you are still celebrating. I consider these particular first days of the new year as like part of the 12 days of Christmas because the Epiphany is coming up. So, depending on your culture and what country you live in, Christmas is not finished yet. So, I've got my little Christmas tree up there and I've got something in the pot down there because I grew up with a little Nona and my Nona loved me enough that she made some very fresh, good food. She made it with love. Lasagna, ravioli, you name it. But today I wanted to share that it's National Spaghetti Day, and I wanted an absolutely unique recipe. And sometimes, once I developed allergies to things like tomato sauce, which is part of the main staple of my culture's cooking, I got into mixing the types of taco sauces and the bean sauces, and although there's still tomatoes in there's something about the Mexican versions of the sauces that are based in tomatoes that actually don't cause me to have allergic reactions like the Italian ones do. So I got into mixing Mexican flavors with my Italian foods from my heritage growing up. And there's this thing called a one pot taco spaghetti that I want to share with you today, and I hope that you love it. So please be open to this, give it a try. This is a one pot meal, so people who don't like having to do a lot of stuff to get a nice home cook, a warm meal on a cold day like this, well, if you're in the northern hemisphere, it's kind of cold. Then you should love this recipe. It's everything you can love about tacos and everything you can love about spaghetti, all put together in one delicious meal. And it's loaded with ground beef, which I love. You can obviously skip that if you're vegetarian, but I just love it. Tomatoes and spices. It's a quick and easy meal, and the whole family can love it. And now my aunt, who tries to get away from red meats, she'll sometimes mix a certain amount of ground turkey or ground chicken instead of beef. It's a different flavor, but still very hearty. And here we go. I'm going to give credit for this recipe to Okie Scooby of the Tasty team. Tasty's an online magazine. And I found this recipe and I wanted to share it with you. So here we go. Straight up, get your recording devices ready, pen to pencil, or paper if you still use those things. Here we go. You're going to need 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 pound of ground beef or alternate, 1/2 cup diced yellow onions, 4.5 tablespoons of taco seasoning, 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, 10 ounces of canned diced tomatoes, 8 ounces of dried spaghetti noodles, 3 cups of water, a 1/2 cup shredded cheddar cheese, a 1/2 cup shredded mozzarella cheese, 1 Roman tomato diced plus more for garnish, 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh cilantro, and plus keep more on the side for garnish later. What you have to do is heat the olive oil in a large stock pot over medium-high heat and add the ground beef, onion, and taco seasoning. Cook, breaking up the beef with a wooden spoon until the meat is browned. That takes about 3 to 5 minutes. Stir in the tomato paste and the canned diced tomatoes. Add the spaghetti and water. Bring to a boil, then cover it. Reduce the heat to medium-low and simmer until the pasta is cooked through. This takes about 15 minutes. Remove the pot from the heat and add the cheddar cheese, mozzarella cheese, diced Roma tomato, and the cilantro. Stir until the cheese is totally melted. Serve immediately. Garnish with more Roma tomatoes and cilantro on top if you like. And enjoy. Buon appetito!